Well, on this trip, we are on Manitoulin Island at my good buddy Nick's biodynamic regenerative farm. And I thought I'd just take you along for a part of the journey, show you what's going on here, and share some of his expansion in the past year. Look at all these piggles. Hey, piggles. So these guys are rooting pigs, and you can see how much they've rooted up this piece of pasture. So it would have looked like this grass before, and they've rooted it all up. So this season they've basically done the work for Nick to then transform this into a garden space next year. So this is the current garden space. This was also a garden last year. It puts my garden to shame. Nick's always got these beautiful tidy gardens. I wanted to show you these pigs. So these are a different breed of pig. These are kuni pigs, and they are grass eaters. They graze like sheep and horses and cattle. So when you put them on pasture, they just graze the grass down, and then of course they're fertilizing behind them as they go. So same animal but different breeds, and you can use them to a very different purpose. So these guys here, Nick pasture rotates them with chickens and with lambs, all based on eating grass and building up soil. There's some of the big kuni pigs, the big chunkers. Yeah, I called you a chunker. They got these cool like cheek waddles on them. Sometimes it looks like they're standing on 6 legs when they have their nose on the ground. And you can see that they're like very gentle on the grass here. They don't root everything up. So they're a good pasture breed. Yeah, I don't have anything for you. I don't have anything for you. You mooch. Some of this old hay is perfect habitat for snakes. This old hay is like really old hay, 20 years old. But we're putting all the new hay in here at the front. So we'll just unload this truck and we'll get some more. And that's the last 40 bales. So we've done 223 square bales this afternoon, so a little bit of work done. I'll show you just a couple of the other things that are going on this farm right now, and that we're kind of participating in on this visit. I should mention that electric fencing has been a game changer in all kinds of farming. So, I mean, this whole fence is running off of this little solar panel and a battery inside of this unit, so it's like an all-in-one unit, which is really handy to have. And electric fencing, I guess Nick put a little more work in by pounding posts for the fence posts, but it can also be super portable. You might have seen me in other videos moving fences around just on portable poles for poultry, and it can all be done by hand. So Nick's lambs, for example, they're inside of an electrified net, and you can just move it. So he moves them every couple of days onto fresh pasture, make sure that they kind of maximize their pasture that they're on. But it's kind of a mob stalking technique to encourage them to eat everything that's there. And it allows you to rotationally graze in a way that was very difficult in the days of page wire fencing and big fence posts and all that kind of infrastructure. So it's definitely become a lot easier to manage animals. Here are shiitake logs. So these all have to get moved under the maple forest, and there are, I don't know, you count them, 1 pile, 2 piles, 3 piles, and a long pile, and they're all like 4 to 6 inches in diameter. I forget how many hundred shiitake logs are here, but that's basically doubling up on space in the maple sugar bush, which is up past the farm here. So they stay in the shade and will produce hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of shiitake mushrooms. And Nick's been running mushroom log workshops out on the farm here, so you can, you know, if you're on Manitoulin Island or planning to come, or you're in the area, look him up on Facebook or Instagram, and you'll see some of the stuff, events that he's got going on. So that, you know, like I would say the main trick with regenerative agriculture or biodynamic farming is like you're trying to maximize the role of each animal, but you are also maximizing your use of grass, which is your biggest free resource. And all these animals are really excellent at turning grass into delicious pastured organic meat. Like these chickens here, they will eat a lot of grass, but you know, in addition to that, they're eating bugs, which may be pests or may be beneficial bugs, but they're going to eat a lot of bugs on pasture. They scratch up the pasture a little bit, which allows plants to drop seeds. Oh, are you going to get that beetle, buddy? I don't know if you guys saw that beetle crawling across the board, but he very nearly became chicken food. Oh, they're not interested to eat them. That's weird. Anyway, as I was saying, the chickens are really great at foraging on pasture and eating different insects, and they'll eat almost anything you feed them. But you know, again, the amazing thing is they'll turn grass into eggs and breasts and legs, all the things you want to eat. Some of them even free range around. Here's a little bit of a different setup. So you can see that Nick's using the electrified poultry netting, which is amazing at keeping chickens in and keeping predators out. And then instead of having a totally enclosed coop or a chicken tractor, this one's more of a shade, shelter, and roost. So they have a lot more mobility to come out and feed on all the grasses and the insects. And then it's a very simple matter of pulling up these stakes and moving the whole mesh over to a new piece. And if you've had a look at these chicken tractors that Nick uses, and he uses them for lambs as well, they're on like free rotating wheels, and they're very easy to pull around on the pasture. So in addition to the 2 varieties of pigs that he's running here, and all the different chickens, he also is running lambs. So those are his 3 rotators: pigs, lambs, chickens. The nice thing about pigs is they're really poor jumpers. So when you run an electric line for pigs, like, it's not very high off the ground, which means that you can very easily step over it when you're coming out here to water animals or check on them or move them. So we just moved these lambs into this fresh piece this afternoon, like only an hour or 2 ago. So you can see that Nick's running this like high visibility lamb mesh. There also happens to be three strands of electric wire here from when the pigs were in this pasture. But right now he's running this high visibility mesh, and there's a lamb tractor. So that lamb tractor is totally enclosed because he was running them just in that and then moving it like 6 times a day. But right now he's using it as a shade shelter, so you can see the lambs are hanging out in the shade. And then if you can spot them in the tall grass, there are a bunch more lambs out here gobbling up all this fresh grass that they just had access to. So if you come along the fence, I'll show you the piece that they were in just a couple hours ago. You can see the difference here. So sorry, I didn't mean to have you super zoomed in while I was walking, but on the right hand side, that's the pasture where the lambs were for the last couple of days, and you can see that they've grazed down almost everything except for some of the shrubs, and except for this reed species. It's like there aren't a lot of pasture animals that'll eat any of these reeds, but on the left side, obviously they've just gotten in there, and so that pasture is a lot thicker, and they'll eat through this piece for a couple of days, and then they'll get rotated, I think, a little bit further into the back where there's more of that tall grass. And as they move through, of course, they're browsing everything down, and then they're pooping everywhere. They're refertilizing the fields, and it'll grow back that much better. So this farm is striving to grow food without the use of chemicals and pesticides, and this style of pasture rotation actually is healthier for soil organisms, which creates more productive and healthier soils, which results in better growth of grass and other forage species, which means you have more food for your animals, which allows you to grow more animals on that space. So it's a pretty positive feedback cycle. And if you're concerned about climate change and interested in decarbonization and carbon storage technologies, this style of agriculture is also a great way to make sure that there's more carbon building up in the soil over time, which is also interesting. But aside from that, it just results in the production of very tasty and very healthy animals. So the part of this trip that I didn't show, but I did film it last year, the same event, is we came to do a wine tasting with Terroir Tasting, a woman out of Sudbury, a sommelier, Heather Downing, and we sampled 4 of the wines that Nick produced on his other farm property, the vineyard, which I've also shown in other videos, and then paired it with some cheeses, some fantastic prosciutto that Nick made last year or the year before, and other great foods. So that was pretty awesome. So Tara and I have and my mother have rented 3 rows of grapes. So we come to these workshops, we do some of the grape management, trimming, pruning, thinning, and then do these wine tastings. There'll be a harvest dinner in the fall, which I did a little short film about last year. And in the end, then we take home all the juice from our grapes and, make jam or jelly or juice, or what we do is, of course, make wine with it. Organic biodynamic wine. Steady. You didn't even hit an electric fence today, hey bud? You're getting smart on the farm. Hey, who's a smart dog? Oh, it's all lies. Not that smart. You're not that smart. So this is hay season. I mean, everything's driven by seasons here. So right now they're haying. Oh, maybe I'll show you a little pig battle. Or a pig squabble. Oh, they stopped. But there are, as I was saying, like we're in the hay season now. Soon it'll be like the harvest season. A lot of these animals will be going to slaughter, and then in the fall it'll be all the garden harvest. Following that, in the winter is usually when you would expect to have a little bit of a break, unless you're keeping animals over the winter and you have to feed them and water them and keep them from freezing. And then my favorite time of year in the spring, the sugar bush at the back, so there'll be a whole maple syrup operation going on here, and those cycles continue through the seasons. And ideally, when you do it all right, everything gets a little bit better year by year. More productive soil, more productive pasture, more productive forests, and on and on. I like the droning of my voice. And that's all to say that your resiliency plan is probably incomplete unless you have selected some kind of a amazing creature that can turn grass into protein for you, whether that's sheep or goats, cows, pigs. But for most people, and the amount of space they have available to them and the resources that they have available to them, that's going to be some kind of egg-laying bird. Chickens being my favorite, but other possibilities include quail, pigeons even, maybe ducks and geese. The nice thing about chickens is that they're very easy to raise. There are no mysteries about them. They are incredibly entertaining, and they give you an egg every day, just about. So collected up some eggs today. If you don't know this about chickens, there is also a beautiful variety of egg colors depending on the breed of the chicken that you're raising, and that's kind of getting an egg every day is a big advantage over meat animals. Although your chicken also becomes a meat animal in the end, as you're rotating young hens in and old hens out, and also culling your roosters. But if you look at something like rabbits, which you can raise small scale in a very small space, you're putting all that investment into them with no return until the very end, and then you get a little bit of rabbit meat. I'm pretty sure that if you raise a chicken up for the same amount of time, and you just add up the weight of the eggs over that period of time and the amount of protein in them, you're further ahead to be raising chickens than something like a rabbit. And furthermore, when you have some kind of a thing that eats grass, you know that that grass has to come out the other end as a manure, which now you have a garden input. Anyway, I'm going to do some gardening, and then Tara and I are going to go for a hike, and I'm going to see if she's interested to do some product unboxings with me. So if you like that kind of thing, hang in there. We are opening some prezzies. Okay, it's walk time. We brought our secret weapon with us for deer flies, and that is the Deerfly magnet. Hey, that's you. No, I'm kidding. We brought these Deerfly patches, which are actually surprisingly hard to find now, and we're gonna have a competition. So I'm gonna patch your hat.
Okay.
You're gonna patch my hat, and then we're gonna see who's got the most deer flies after a 10-kilometer hike.
And not the most hair stuck in it. I put all my hair back.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's put these on. I'm so ready.
Okay, wait. Peel the white part.
Yeah, so you peel the white part and stick it to my hat.
I'm just trying to catch a corner of it because it's only exposing the... Oh, I see. Okay.
We could take our hats off and just stick our own hats, but we're gonna share the duties here.
Putting the hat on.
So we're gonna, so you peel off the white one and then stick it to my hat, and then you're gonna rip the brown one off quickly. Okay. That's according to the directions anyway. Oh yeah. Head massage.
Quickly?
Yeah. Nice.
you go.
How's it look? Am I looking at it? I don't know.
I don't know, because you're way too tall for me to look in the
All right,
camera.
here, what we'll do, I'll set this here, and then I'll move Tara over so you can watch me fly tape her. All right.
And then we'll put one on Scouty.
Yeah. I bought some of those classic fly tapes. We could just totally wrap them up in them.
I feel like he would hate that more than getting bit.
Yep, I think so. No.
It's like the piece.
I see, that's tricky.
It's, wait, no, it's not, because the piece that goes on your hat's smaller. See it? That's it there.
But I want to take the white.
Oh, you're stuck to the wrong
one
side.
off first. See, on mine, the brown wants to peel before the white.
Like, I wonder if it'll work just as well.
You can't take the brown one off first because
Oh, then it's the wrong side.
well, then it'll stick to you while you're trying to. Yeah.
You definitely are in the right spot because it's smaller. Like the sticky part's smaller, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what, a battery.
Can you try and get the edge peel back a bit? Can you try and get the edge
Here,
here?
you try that edge and I'll try this edge.
Because you want it to sit up here, like that.
Look at you! Okay. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. It's like duct tape. Two-sided duct tape. So we're going to smooth that on, and we're going to take a corner of the brown one and just... Oh. Yeah. Oh, this one's... How come you made it look so easy,
I
Tara?
don't know, I was lucky.
Oh. There.
Thank you.
I almost got stuck to your hat.
I wonder
permanently.
if, because it was sandwiched in, like maybe it got too hot and the adhesive...
Yeah, I wonder. Okay. So here we go. We're doing 10 Ks. And then when we come back, we're opening three things that came in the mail.
3 things.
Yeah.
I think it blocked off the afternoon.
Yeah. All right. So we did a over 9-kilometer walk, and it was really fun because first, like, a bug got stuck to our thing, and you could hear it. And you're like, oh, they work. And then like 5 minutes later, there was 7.
Yeah.
And then shortly after
22.
that, there was 22. Anyway, so we have all these bugs. So many, we probably should have brought backup tapes.
I think they're still alive, half of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. So look at all those bugs. Very, very effective. I noticed when mine got maxed out, then it's like they started getting after my ears and stuff, because they almost always want to bounce into the back of your head first.
We're not actually going to count them, are we? I think we tied.
You want to just call it a tie?
Yeah.
All right.
Or you won, maybe.
Anyway, these are tread knot Deerfly patches. I just ordered them off Amazon because I knew they existed, but I couldn't find them anywhere. And if you've got Deerflies where you are,
they're kind of neat looking.
might want to try it out. Yeah,
Like not like they're
yeah,
eyes.
they are. See if I can get a close-up focus on Deerflies here. Maybe my focus doesn't want to work, but there they are. Okay, so we'll deal with those bugs later. Let's open up some stuff.
Okay.
All right, hold on. All the boxes are under the camera. All right, I'm gonna do the. Let's do this one first. Tara has been dying to open a pneumatic box. This is the. I'm running a little bit late on this one. This is the June box. You ready? Set. I'll open it.
Sure.
I'll hold it. You open it. I'll make sure that we stay in the frame. Ta-da! What is there?
Is there a thing that tells you what everything is?
There
or
is.
it
Yep.
more fun to just try and figure it out?
It's more fun to try and figure it out.
Okay.
And then you can read the pamphlet.
Sport
after.
hydration drink mix.
Perfect. Nice. We could use that on one of our big hikes that we're planning.
Essential face wipe, 4-in-1. Cleans, exfoliates, soothes, and hydrates.
Oh, I love little things like that
Yeah.
for camping.
That's great for camping. Oh, good, there are two.
Nice. His and hers.
Packable backpack for like little out and backs, maybe like during the day.
Yeah. I like those little. They're like a pocket backpack. And.
Oh, sorry, I didn't show the camera.
Yeah, that's made by Poultry. I think that's the same company that made. There was like a pouch that I got in one of these boxes.
Water bottle?
Yeah, a water bladder, water bottle with a D-clip on it.
Oh.
So you can like hook it onto your backpack or something.
Carabiner, what did you call it?
A D-clip, but yeah, carabiner is a better word for it.
I guess that's what you can put this energy drink mix in.
Yeah, that's cool. I really like those water bladders when I'm hunting, because when you drink out of them, they squeeze. And that way you're not sloshing around a half-full water bottle as you're trying to be stealthy. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
A wrist compass with closing cover.
Cool.
And
does it just snap onto a watch band?
I guess so. It's most sports watch bands, yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Wrist compass.
And then mini patches it's better than duct tape.
Yeah, I've used these gear patches. They work great.
Tenacious tape. Wonder if it would work on like air mattresses.
Let's try it. Of course, there's a bling sticker. And you can read about all the stuff. Oh, they even have codes for discounts for all these companies. So if you like one of these things and you go to the website for more of their stuff, some of them are 35% off, so that's kind of sweet.
Oh yeah, that's significant.
Yeah. Nice.
Hard. Never packed them the way they came.
No. Good job.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Oh, my knife is open here. I'm gonna open up this package. Pretty sure I know what this is. What's this? What is Reolink wire-free camera? What do you think that snaps onto? I don't even know. So, Reolink is...
did it fall? Where did it come from?
It was in the package.
Oh.
So I don't know what that snaps onto. That's something I'll have to figure out, I guess. So they make this, security camera on my parents' porch, and I installed one at Nick's farm also. So, cool Reolink t-shirt. Thanks, Reolink.
Snap on though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a little finger ring or something. I don't actually know.
Yeah, that you specified that.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's it a retaining band for?
Maybe a bunch of cables. You can keep them all.
Yeah.
Keep them all organized.
It's a mystery. You'll, if you know what this is, drop a comment below, and then I will be educated. All right. Last box. This is something that I'm gonna have to test out in an upcoming video. And I think this will be really handy dandy. It's super taped up. There was no way that was going to fall apart in the shipping. Retivis. You want to open it?
Is it another? Oh.
Ba-dum! A set of walkie-talkies. So these are handy. Oop, they weren't even in the frame there, but a couple of walkie-talkies for us to trial when we're hiking.
Or like get lost at a party.
Yes. Oh yeah. Let's bring him to that big party we're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or next
cell
time we're
phones.
in a giant mall. Cool. All right. So a little bit of unboxing. We got in a hike. This is part of the Manitoulin Island and the farm video that I was putting together. So, a couple more videos coming up, and see you guys on the next one. And then what should they do?
Check out the something at the bottom.
Yep, exactly. Check out the something at the bottom and
Have a good day.
okay, that would be good. So check out something at the bottom and have a good day, everybody. And we'll see you on the next one.
Oh,
Like and subscribe.
and like and subscribe. Okay.